Yeah. I'm gonna I'm gonna start this out. This whole joint. I'm gonna start this joint out. I hope we get through it because people saying they ain't even getting the notifications now. We down to 3 channels, and I don't give a fuck how many channels we on. But I guarantee you, the right people gonna hear this because the right people called me. And as I was preparing for this live, this shit was all day, and I'm talking to people. But we gonna do one thing. I read like Muslims read. They read from the the right to the left. In America, we read from left to the right. All right. So the first thing, how about them birds? I'm talking about the birds, the eagles flying. If y'all talking about some other birds, I don't even fucking know nothing about that. I don't know nothing. So let's get that straight on this channel right here. I don't know nothing. So nobody gonna say I was in the joint and I said I knew something about anything. I might have knew something about it, but I ain't tell Mr. Charlie. I ain't tell officer nobody, DEA agent, special agent, or whatever. According to the government, me, me, yeah, I'm the most lionest motherfucker in the world. I'm telling you straight up. If I had those receipts back in 2006, yeah, I had a lawyer. His name was Jeffrey Miller. He used to work for the Department of Justice. And he told me he was going to call the prosecutor on my case. And he called her, Susan Fields. And let me tell you, I don't get two shakes about exposing the government because, y'all motherfuckers be trying to break up black families and all of that. And y'all know who I am. Y'all know I'll fought y'all all in the court system and everything. So I know when y'all change your last name, Susan Gordy, SG or whatever. Whatever. I just saying. I know that I was at Ferriton, I was at Fort Dix. Yeah, Fort Dix in New Jersey. I was in New Jersey and all of them. I know I met all those gang members and I knew exactly how that system worked. And I knew what investigations came in. And I said, I know the first thing. If a motherfucker talking about you did something, the first thing I say, do I need a lawyer? Do I need a lawyer? Are y'all pushing my time back so that, I'm not getting out the date that I'm supposed to get out? Why? I ain't see nobody fucking. I ain't get no drugs in. I don't know nothing about nothing. I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing. Never. I don't know nothing. I'm Stevie fucking Wonder. Yeah, I might get close and or you might get close. But I'm the Dark Knight and the Joker. So I know that one person I always keep my eye on is people that voluntarily you just gonna go give up to the government, just gonna chill with them, huh? Like you ain't gonna rumble. We get Saquon Barkley in Philadelphia for a cheap price from New York City after P. Diddy get rocked or it was coming up. So they won't even play him and let him get Eric Dickerson, new record, whatever. So then I guess we owe the Super Bowl for that because y'all ain't let fucking y'all ain't let Saquon Barkley play yesterday and bust Eric Dickerson record. Everything is about money. So why shouldn't me, the dog? I told you I'm Scooby Doo. I don't know nothing. Why shouldn't be about money? What about the money I lost? Yo, motherfucker gonna try to ask me to sell me some shit or cash out. You ain't cash out me. Yo, see, it's always better to give than to receive. And I know that I've given more than I receive. I know that. And I know when a motherfucker come and tell me and start trying to name everybody that's they was a part of the play. But I don't know nothing. Why you telling me this? I don't give a fuck. Where my money? Where my money? I don't give a fuck where I got the money from. I gave it to this person. Let me see. Let me first start with GoFundMe. And so if anything happened on GoFundMe, I never put in any complaint against GoFundMe for my money back. I knew I could, but I didn't. Oh, long gone. Let me welcome the new people to the chat. Long gone. Hi. Yeah, hi. Bye. Yeah. Motherfuckers be talking about shit that's happening right now. I don't want to hear if motherfuckers don't want to hear about shit from way back all the way then. I don't want to hear shit about shit way back then. I want to hear what's happening right fucking now and how is it. I get all these people talking, everybody talking, before everything come out, and I wasn't even fucking getting ready to come. I wasn't even gonna come live. I wasn't coming live. I talked to two people, and one person said, "Look at my man, stay playing. What it do?" Yeah, this is my one man. He come through here. He telling me something to go look at something. Like somebody came at Jaguar right, and I was like, and immediately I said, "What? Jaguar right?" Hold up, hold up. I'm ready to go because that's my homegirl. But I told y'all, the Jaguar is right. I, in some special way. I don't know Jaguar, right? But I know she my homegirl. She from she from the Philadelphia. And if she said it happened, that shit happened. Like, yo, I'm just trying to tell you when I went to jail or whatever. I know when I went to jail. I know when other motherfuckers went to jail at the same time and all of that. And like who Bentley was in this person's name and all that shit like that. I know all of that, but it's 7 people in here. I know about Michael Vick. But that's my motherfucking. He the best quarterback with the strongest arm. Yeah, and I can't get his jersey. Well, I can't get Michael Vick jersey. He was like the fucking Michael Jordan of fucking yo. Y'all literally made up a new law to fuck Michael Vick over. Yeah, all the way from Michael Vick, the dog fighting, then back down in Texas. Yeah, I knew all of that shit. I saw that live on Ratchet, aka Killer Casino. Yo, that's shit was off the chain. He's having current issues with other who CCs. What's CC? The thing is, yeah, you have receipts. I don't know who gave you the fucking receipts. I know the days that I left down there. Yeah, your girl. Yeah, I told exactly where we was. But Sapphire Queen, yeah, that shit was true. I was just counting that shit. Long gone. Sheila Gray. Of course, that will come down to Sheila Gray. I don't know her name, but I don't know her name, who Sheila Gray is. But we all work for AIG, a life insurance company. We all work for AIG Life Insurance Company. I remember Sheila Gray. I remember Sheila Gray, sister. She had to take care of her sister. the street. 'Cause, that's it. I know one thing. Yeah, it wasn't. A motherfucker wasn't on this joint talking about nothing. Who, who, who shall agree? Who you was on? ARG. Thank you. The city gets small. The city of Philadelphia is smaller just when you know certain people around like a certain neighborhood or whatever. You know, you start noticing either their last names or the street names. Yeah, like yo, I stay on this street, yeah, or that cross street or whatever. Just what Gray says, I'm me, and like I said, Sheila. I don't even know. You said Sheila Gray. I know a Sheila, and her name starts with a G. But I'm just telling the story. But I know this Sheila that could debate me. She was a woman and she could debate me. And one thing she debated me about was my uncle told me a story that there was such a in the Daily News. There was such a joint that said, "Yeah, the night Doc flew," and that uncle that I was talking about, he was so fucking convincing. I actually thought that shit was in the newspaper, and she was right. She told me, "Go get the proof." I know how many days I took to try to go get the fucking proof. 'Cause my uncle told me that on the night that Doc went under the court on the Lakers, you had Magic Johnson, everybody talking about it. But my uncle said that he saw it on a newspaper and it said the night Doc flew. It was in the newspaper, but that shit got you gotta go back to certain times because you know don't nobody know how Urban Magic. No, I ain't gonna say Urban Magic. Let me say Dr. J. Yeah, how you got all the way around from that court, all the way from the back court to the front court, and then finger rolled that joint right in. You ain't slam it, but how you was in the air that fucking long, you was in that air in the air that long. 1984, 83. That's when that came out. Those, yeah, 843, 843. But go look at 90. Let me see. Um, Maybe like 99, 90 or 91. There was a white boy in Philly. He used to write for Philly. I forgot his last name. Miller or some shit like that. He put my name. I was the quarterback for Martin Luther King High School. Yeah, I got dragged. Yo, people saying me, my coach dragged me at Bartram, but I was the QB. But he kept sitting me on the bench. But I had the strongest arm, and we was in South Philly, and I beat y'all in South Philly. Yeah, motherfuckers start throwing shit and everything. That was a long time ago. I don't even fucking remember some of these people, man. I just know who wrote it in the newspaper. So all the way till I want to make sure I know that my daughter name was not in the newspaper, but it was on the the bright light down in Maryland. And someone called me and told me don't come to Maryland. I said what? who who gonna tell me that I can't come? Who the fuck gonna tell me I can't come to Maryland and see my daughter graduate high, from college? What? Who's the who? And then y'all separate us and everything. Yeah, you graduates, you go over there, and the parents, you go over here. So, you know, you gotta know when to wear certain clothing because you understand something that they might not understand, and or you might understand it too late, and somebody might have to cover you up. Like yo, take that back. Yeah, Bonnie and Clyde. Let me tell you. All right. I don't know who Sugar Gray is, and I don't know who Long Gone is, but the two of them together right there, and then Sugar Gray come in. I think I know who I'm talking to, and I think they know who I am, and they know I knew they knew computers and everything from a certain time. I don't forget faces. But I know that on the 2006 Benz, it's an AIG. It's a AMG. Listen, it's an AMG round. I had a champagne color. It had a black interior. Let me say this. I don't know what a Jagginator is, but I know Jaguar. I don't, that's my home girl. And I say Jaguar is right. She's right. And the fact that she's going at this nut ass nigga a Ratchet TV is making me know that the tide is turning because somebody is scared. But y'all really know about Sin City. Yeah, I'm trying to get at Sin City. Yeah, she's the first one that won that Jaguar, right? And who else? Who else won that Jaguar, right? Yeah, my shit was short clips, and motherfuckers was talking shit. And she was talking, but I was trying to stop that shit. They was doing 30-second clips. Yeah, I knew who she was talking about, but I was laughing at y'all motherfuckers. Just shout out to my homegirl Jaguar Wright. She from Philadelphia. Y'all don't really know who she is, but something going on down in motherfucking in Texas. Like, come on, cut that shit out. Something going on down in Texas. She know. I just noticed certain things like arms being around people and shit like that, and you know, her the big African earrings. Yeah, no. Look, he already he already turned on her. Yeah, um, that's his modus operandi to bring me live today to try to give y'all some content. I'm gonna be more wisely, brothers. Oh, gee, long gone. I mean, Lincoln Drive. Yeah, a lot of shit happened down Lincoln Drive. Yeah, shit could get real slippery for you on Lincoln Drive. Yeah, you might have beat somebody to fuck up on Lincoln Drive, and you had on Gucci. You had on. You took on two men, two white men, and that cut you off because I had road rage then, but my daughters was in the car. But I ain't give a fuck about that. I jumped right the fuck out. I don't give a fuck what y'all had, no guns or nothing like that. I came right out there. I had on a long black coat. I was in my black 500, and y'all was in a fucking pickup truck on Lincoln Drive, and y'all try to cut me off. Yeah, I jumped right out. I'm sorry if I traumatized my kids, but they know that. Yeah, daddy was on the schedule. I gotta get you all the way. I'm trying to get you what? I gotta drive mommy all the way the fuck down to Philly because she want to stay in Philly and work in Philly and pay that extra for what is it? I don't know what the tax was. Shall Grace say that ninja is trying to rap. Yo, but I just didn't realize. I didn't realize how far or what type of drugs a nigga would go, or what type of drugs a nigga had to go, and what type of connections you would have to have. Yeah, like you had to suck dick or take something in the ass or something like that. Yeah, I bet you none of these people tell you. Yeah, nobody get ready to tell you they stuck their finger in my ass or no 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 no. One thing for certain, gonna have pretty feet, hairy pussy, and some nice tits. So it wasn't me, and you, bro, you really you drawing like yo, motherfuckers like niggas just like Kobe Bryant out there drawing this shit. Like yo, if niggas just fucking yo, you don't go tell somebody fucking to bring up the channel. What? Where they do that at? I know I used to sit on this brick road with somebody and we used to listen to certain songs. But I'm telling you, this is the evolution of the mystery gang. But I know everybody that was in the mystery gang that can know you can know certain information and bring that information. I dealt with some people at AIG, and I know that AIG used people when they was laying people off. I was in the legal department, and I know about the $1 million. Yeah, it was a $1 million John because the boy had army boots on and was called asphyxiation. But he was beating off while he was asphyxiating, so he pulled that shit too tight and y'all didn't want to pay. And y'all made me had to look at them fucking pictures and shit. I ain't want to see that shit of a veteran. All right. But I worked in the legal department of AIG Life Insurance Company, and they bought American General Life. They bought AIG, no, AG Life Insurance Company. Then they started laying motherfuckers off. They was located in Delaware. I don't give a fuck. Listen, I don't even give a fuck about them. And I don't give a fuck about Hank. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. And I'm trying to find out what the fuck that got to do with me. Yeah, I remember you little pretty eye motherfuckers used to have them contacts in your eyes with them fucking zoot suits on and shit. Yo, you look crazy down that joint. And all I had on was a regular tie and a shirt. Yeah. Had a certain swag with all them fucking bright colors and all that shit like that. I know I was working in the right department. Shit. I wasn't right working in claims. I was working in the legal department, making a decision, making that decision if it even can go to claims. Because I set it up for the attorney and they want it in a trial format. And I know that it's for the internal attorneys. And then they have to hire outside counsel. So when they hire outside counsel, yeah, they got their outside PIs, they got outside everything. Yeah, there's no end to that. But I know on that same drive, I used to go meet an attorney to make sure I gave him his money, but I made sure that he wrote it on the back of his card and it said Patrick Artur. So I noticed that I know what Patrick Artur said. Man, he was Irish. I know what he said. He told me he was the first person that ever told me that I'm telling you, he literally told me that my Gucci watch was a piece of shit. Patrick Artur. So I hire Patrick Artur. I interviewed Patrick Artur because I wanted a lawyer that was really going to go after them. And it went all the way down when I was in the military, all of that. If you ain't fucking getting ready to go in there and rumble for me, you need to sit the fuck down and let me talk, or this trial need to stop because my constitutional rights is being violated because you motherfuckers is not fighting for me. Who you talking about? Who is you talking about? Yeah. And I was in the military at a court martial, and my lawyer, Glenn Ridenhour, said, don't come in the courtroom. He told me, don't come in the courtroom. He said he wanted to show that Philadelphia police officers, yeah, you are y'all liars. So he brought all these other black people in. It was other three black men he brought in there. I ain't never come in a courtroom. And every one of those Marines that sat on that jury was stunned by this big fat white Italian judge who says, "Oh, I thought they were all the same. This is what they say on the record. I thought they. He was He didn't even fucking know me. Yeah. How embarrassing is that? I have a certain suit on, and that suit, because you're in the military still, you're allowed to wear your your bravos, the court. And they brought in people that wasn't in bravos. They was literally in fucking, they was literally in fucking prison clothes. Yeah, it was. I came the first 2 days of my trial. I came in and I had on my bravos. Yeah, I was on trial for writing $150 bad check to AFES in Willow Grove, and because it was cold outside, so instead of me fucking up my fucking car, y'all got a private vehicle that's supposed to take me down to the fucking naval base, and I ain't, yo, you want me to fuck my car up, my POV up, you want me to fuck my POV, and y'all got one that I can use. Let me use your POV. Yeah, let my car chill. Yeah, it got, that's 30 miles from where I was. That's 30 miles. Yeah, pick me up. Yo, let me ride that in that white Suburban. Yeah, why the fuck I'm going? Yo, no, I had 5 stars on my job. Y'all make, because I scored third in the class, and y'all shit was like 600 fucking pages, and I brought that shit down all the way to, I brought it down. You see, I'm the dog, and just everybody else, they all reading the book. However you see yourself. I'm the dog right here. So let's say this is AIG. It's not the first in, is the first out. It's the who knows more. I sent this to him because of BAM. I hired him because of this, but I don't never say nothing about that. I don't know nothing about that. I'm just saying, at AIG, I didn't even come get my separation. I didn't come get that separation package that y'all was offering, because it was another deal on the table. So I didn't come and get that. Everybody else might have been scared, but I never was. I was never scared, and I'll never be scared. And I said I will never work for anybody again, and I never work for anybody again, because I said I was. I said that. I said it. I said it. I said that. The dog. I said it. Why? Why did? How can I say that I'm the dog with these cross eyes and say, I'll never work again. But the dog, you see a cat on the leash? Do you ever see a cat on the leash? You see this dog, he got a collar on. Hey, yo, I'm telling you, the dog, he got a collar on, depending upon what what breed of dog you have, and if he a crossbreed and all of that, you might have to put the joint on. Yeah, that motherfucker might snap your motherfucking arm out your goddamn hand. Now, yo, this motherfucker dog be strong as shit. It's just a good one. And now I'm starting to find out who everybody is looking at me. Um, I guess that we are the receipts right here. But yeah, two people on We Are the Receipts TM, and one just got out on We Are the Receipt on the other one to act because people let me tell you, in my life, I never had someone bring me um, something called, I'm trying to think what it's called. I think it was called sweet bread. I never heard of it before. Yeah, I never heard of that before. Sweet bread. But sometimes in our lives, people know about other people and they accept whatever it is they are. Like, yo, all right, this how we rocking. Just tell me the truth. Tell me the truth. I mean, like, yeah, we doing this and we doing that. All right, yeah. Ain't no strings attached. Yo, we just fucking. And it go down to a certain point, and you don't want to say this, but yo, you might have said it like, yo, she played a good whore. Meaning, yeah, she ain't trying to break up no family or nothing like that. We just fucking. Yeah, straight up. But I know that before before you go that Riz out, yo, you making sure that ain't your pizzy like y'all have the same last name as certain people and thing. And you know when y'all met y'all in Delaware or out of state, Maryland. So I remember the champagne color of my 2006 Mercedes Benz. I can't remember the name of the tire. I remember the name I just remember the name of the woman. Her first name. I don't know about this gray. I ain't know her. I don't know if this is her. She was the first one to ever tell me to buy. I ain't had to go to Mercedes Benz and get one of their fucking tires for all that fucking money. If she told me she knows somebody, all right, yeah, I know this joint right here. I just found it. She told me she found it that fast. And it was here, it was at this place. Very close to us. And she paid for it with her American Express. But when you see your eyes or your life passing in front of you, you just do it. Sometimes we make our decisions too fast. So it was this thing. It's called J. Allen Green. And I don't know how the boy got on his thoughts be what my thoughts like, yo. But I sent that message. I sent it to somebody through a certain joint. I don't know who long gone is, but yeah, certain impulse driven by emotion to that. I don't know what that means, but impulse can get a motherfucker killed. Just by impulse, you like, yo, what you was doing? Oh, and yeah, next thing you know, you playing games and I I stabbed you because I'm documented. I am documented in all types of database. I do have a DOD number, I mean Department of Defense. So that means at some point that in the military, I had to receive certain type of training, and it was repetitive. So I'm not going to tell the whole story. All I know is that I used to go to a certain car wash. Like, yo, I used to go to a certain car wash, get my jaw done, and then, you know, people started noticing my car. But there were certain women of a, there were certain women that might have been jealous, or they might have been a group. But I know a man, he had a car wash. I was trying to help him with his car wash. Whoever owned that place down there, Musgrave, I don't know. I don't know what happened. Whoever. No. But you used to see classic cars in there. Classic. It was a it might have been a classic Jag right in that place. You might have seen in my picture a classic Jag and a classic Jag with blue. She had on blue and she had on a wig. And somebody was like, yo, close up on that picture right there. So I saw her from the backside first, meaning you had on blue. I saw your ass first. And this is no disrespect to Jaguar, right? Or anything. I never showed these pictures because I don't go against the Philadelphia, and I'm not showing a picture. I'm gonna stand up. I'm gonna stand up. I had it, but I do got the picture on Jaguar right coming into the same place that I was getting my car washed, and my company was there. A couple of my companies was there. It was an older, but then all of a sudden October, yeah, the fucking, October, it show a fucking police officer. He's lifting up the car joints. Now I don't know who fucking car he was looking at or looking for. At the same time, that Google happened to be filming. I don't know nothing. I just know they had something called Google Earth, and I cared about when my grandmother died in 2017. Her birth certificate had the names of the people, and she whispered in my ear. And I don't gotta tell you what she whispered in my ear, but she told me not to worry about the property in Philly, but to worry about the property in Georgia. And she made sure that she left me and my mother her birth certificate, which those birth certificates in that time used to tell who your mom was, who your granddad was. You know, the birth certificate then. So when I say I know where the fuck I come from, I know where I come from, and I'm no disrespect to Africans or nothing. This ain't the African or whatever. This ain't none of that. I'm just the dog right here. They got dogs every fucking where. And I just know that I just smoked some weed. And all right, I just smoked some weed. This dog eyes is crossed. Whatever you want to call the dog. But when I heard someone talk about Jaguar Wright was selling herself for some money, um, and and it might have been a day I seen Jaguar Wright. I might try to fuck him. I might try to fuck him wife. Jaguar Wright. What the fuck you talking about? Who is this fucking Ratchet TV? Okay, let's go to you. You bring out this woman, and her name is Sapphire Queen. And I'm like, damn, today. And then with me talking to Sapphire Queen and then getting some shit about you ready to go to court. I'm like, yo, what the fuck going on? And then Tom and where I was, I'm talking about where I was in position that all of these calls was coming in because at the time that I was in my truck, I the whole time I was sending pictures to people, and it was called a game called Honey Snipers. But so when I was showing certain pictures, I was showing them before they got the top of the building. That's all I did. I just showed them before they got atop of the building with a drone. I just showed you before they got there. So in Pennsylvania, we had something called a 302, where people try to get you put into some type of custody by the state because either a police officer or an adult says that you're not taking your medication that you're supposed to take. But I couldn't figure out how I knew from the time that my partners, and they shall remain nameless, we put money behind Jaguar Wright. And when she went to Texas, she was telling the truth that something happened to her in Texas. I mean, it went so far that I started tracking the banks, and it was Austin, Texas. Then it was all these Texases, and people calling me saying that I was trolling them. Yo, y'all know my motherfucking name. I'm MGR, the Insomniac. So when I say Insomniac, I'm not actually saying Insomniac. I'm letting you know SOL in Solomon. Meaning that the woman, she takes on the man's name. She takes on his name. He's the man. But then they come out with all this shit called DNA and all that shit like that. Yo, and then they call it the mitochondrial DNA, and then the mitochondrial DNA, guess what? That comes through the mama, comes through the woman, can't be passed down to the man. It made me take a different look on my life. My life is my daughter's. And I'll be damned if I have a daughter and anybody gonna make her into something, gonna do something to her and everything. Yo, God bless me, because I could have just been somebody that just like to just go sit on the roof and just pop you niggas that was doing dumb shit. No, and I'm just telling you the truth. Like, really, they took me really down. They took me down to Maryland, where my daughter graduated. But I was underground. She was underground. She was overground. But she had the same things on her head that I had on my head. And she carries the name of my youngest sister who died from a brain tumor at the age of 10. And some lawyers had me hooked up to that in the bottom, and it looked like some Michael Jackson shit. One thing is that from the time that they called me back, now you already done sent me over. Y'all called me back because somebody finally looked at what I said to them and thought that it wasn't good that I be over there. But you already had me over there and told me to take my mask off because I was the lowest ranking and the highest, and with a high ranking. I was a E3. Everybody else, they was E4 and above, meaning I was the lowest ranking person in my unit at 3rd Battalion, 14th Marines. But when that woman came from New Orleans, I snagged her. I just showed her Philly. And she used to come down North Philly, down Bloomberg Projects, and find me. I was like, what the fuck? But she was older. I'm not going to say her name. No one going to say Louisiana here. That means that I might not then express it to my daughter until the day that I saw her getting pinned and they were showing a they were showing this thing where I saw my daughter was in all of the pictures and they were putting I think they were putting up a certain sign. I don't know. I don't know. But I kept saying to myself, yo, my daughter keep being in the pictures. In the snow when the Eagles won. When the Eagles won the Super Bowl, my daughter did something that I couldn't do, and that was go to Philadelphia and take a fucking picture of herself with her girlfriends. And she showed a selfie of her and her girlfriends. And that touched my heart so much that that's the picture that I always have of my heart is the snow. But it has my daughter in the front with people around her, and they're all white, and I think it's one black girl. And as they go, I start asking my child, yo, what's wrong with them? Someone said, oh, we outgrew you or whatever. So you see me as we are the receipts and I trademark it, but I trademark it because it's my face and I have the Temple Owls. The Temple Owls. That's my face. The other ones took William H. Cosby to jail and all of that. So now we down to 3 fucking channels, and it's MGR and Insomniac, and we are the receipts with them eyeballs, and it says 215, and then the other one says we are the receipts 2, and it just says TM, like trademark. See, over here we don't know nothing. Dude, yo, I'm just saying, like, if motherfuckers knew history, you know that in history, it is the Commonwealth courts of Pennsylvania, the Superior Court of Pennsylvania, the Supreme Court of Pennsylvania, the Third Circuit Court of Pennsylvania, the Western District Court of Pennsylvania. Listen, I'm just saying. If anybody knows the Constitution, which is the law of the land, yeah, it's going to be the courts of Pennsylvania, a commonwealth. So you move stock from Pennsylvania, maybe to Virginia, because that's a commonwealth. Quantico, Virginia. Yeah, they slide a couple of people over, or you put them at Quantico, Virginia, and then you move them and say, yo, we taking you over here because something wrong with you. Yeah, anti-official type shit with Denzel Washington. Yeah, a little fella that wanted to keep like following me and thinks that when he tells me something, it's a revelation. No, I already knew. So let me say this. Let me say it very clearly. I don't know nothing. I may have said that there was, I had to say this. Caesar is playing, and I had a Caesar solid today, and it had Denzel Washington in there, one of my favorite actors. And Denzel Washington admitted, and they said, Denzel Washington said he kissed a man, but they cut it out the movie. And I was like, word? Yeah, but they got all of this AI shit and it make it look like Denzel Washington saying a lot of shit. I mean, Denzel Washington and the Black Panther, right before he died, he said, I made sure that I saved it for what he said because they cut it off. Let me say something right now. It's 10:35 p.m. on 1/6/2025. There's nobody here to cut nothing off that I got. Nobody cutting nothing off. They got to kick through a fucking door and make it through the two knives. I'm gonna sitting about, let me see. However, I'm sitting far from the door because either you know who I am, that I don't try to break people's heart. I try to help people, but Sometimes you can't help every fucking body. You can't help everybody. I ain't God. I'm not God. So right now, on we are the receipts too, and it's trademark. And then we are the receipts, PTS 215. There's two. It seems like there's a tie on whether I am lying or whether I'm telling the fucking truth about what I said on this channel. And we only an hour and 21 minutes and 30 seconds. And let me say that. I try to help others, but I know who to help. See, that right there says, I try to help others, but I know who to help. Reminds me of my grandmother, because when she got off, me and her got off of a bus one day, and an older lady was asking my grandmother for help, but she had on brand new sneaks. Brand new sneaks. Them Jones. This is something I remember in my life. Them Jones all white, like she just went and got them joints. Like she just went and tried them on, like, yeah, got these joints. Yeah, this look good. All right. Let me go down Broad Island with a bag and say I need help. But the first thing my grandmother looked at was her feet. So she said, I'll walk you. She said, I'll walk you up to the place and get you something to eat. When she saw the shout out to Long Gone. That's how my grandmother was. And that's how I am. Yo, I don't care. You say somebody, I'm literally telling y'all, yo, this whole thing go over. I only fall on justice for MO3 because someone said it's justice for Alexis Weir. They said she was missing. All right, let's go down here. I'm gonna snatch this nigga up, though. I'm gonna snatch him. Yeah, wherever I drove from, which was Pennsylvania or maybe New Jersey, I drove from, and then I drove all the way to South Carolina. My plan was, yo, just go grab this motherfucking curly hair nigga up, put him in the back of the car. Yeah, hit him with a couple, yo, hit him with a couple strips of a knife, and then put some lemon juice in there, and they're gonna tell you everything. But y'all are the one coming up with some other thing. Oh, let's tie him up to a tree. All of this shit. But I ain't supposed to believe that money for the whole play. It ain't go missing from my account. I don't got no investment in this shit. Yo, I'm literally smashing. I'm doing whatever you want to say, except for I have my picks. And no, in South Carolina, when it was like a flying fucking buttermilk, meaning the only black people that was in that bar at the time was 3 people, or no, let me say 4 people, because 3 would be the men, and then that 4th person was the healthy black joint that called her girlfriends up and said, "We got him." But just I mean, like, just at the time they said that, because I'm not guided by my lower natures. When I say lower natures, meaning my dick. I'm not guided by that, and I'm not going to let nobody get me. The whole night, me and the big chick, yeah, she's showing me the pictures of what her girls were saying. Why you dumb niggas was at the dick. And I saw when he walked to that back room over there, and then when we got to the other club, y'all wanted me to be who else I supposed to be? Tom Cruise or whatever, and hit the big check. Nah, I'm not hitting big chick. What? What the fuck you talking about? The big chick already told me go right out to the car. I, I picked up all my grub, paid for all my drinks, and walked out to a black Denali. Sat back and laid back, and I was talking to someone, but they were in Texas. And I told her what was going on. I don't know who it was. Sometimes people just keep missing who they were supposed to talk to. And, that's okay. But me, I don't give a fuck what color that dog right there. It's from Philly. So the male lion, he pisses out of his ass. You heard of Wawa? I mean, a guy told me don't come down there, and when he was calling me, I was letting him. I had him on speakerphone, and then I took a picture and I sent it to him, and I showed him the car. Yo, You just sent the car here, bro. Either you got some influence down here, or what? You a rat? What's up? What's the deal? I'll take the picture of the car, the police car. Now I'm getting a little tense because I'm in black. And the only thing I am is, yo, I'm telling you, I can literally go walk up to my daughter. I love you, baby. And then the next person that walk up, I put the knife in because it looked like he was about to touch my daughter. See, humans don't protect like mammals, like the animals, like a dog. They don't protect like that. Look at them. They trying to read it in the book. How is this dog doing what it's doing? How it shit, all that. I gotta walk. Yo, how long do it take for if I feed him? It take for me for that shit to go through his system because my system, yo, that shit take a couple, might take a couple hours. How long do it take to get through this dog system where he get ready to shit? And if that dog shit, I'm gonna beat his ass. Or if my daughter shit on the fucking ground, I'm gonna beat my daughter's ass. If my mother can't hold her bowels at a certain age because she's taking so many medications or whatever, I'm gonna beat her ass. So Long Green says I have to go check and see if I need to mod. Hey, if Long Gone and Sheila Gray are related or whatever, I know them mods, they're gonna be straight up. I would love to have them up on this panel and talk that real shit. There have been very, very, very few women that could name stats with me other than somebody named Sheila. Now, her last name, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know enough. I don't even know. But I just knew her name was Sheila. I already told y'all at the beginning of the story. Let me tell you about Sheila. The ages. if y'all want to hear about it, but I wouldn't do that because Sheila didn't say that I could do that. I asked somebody else from the government. You got proof of that? All right. Sheila Gray. I don't know nothing about nothing. But I know that we have not reached where we couldn't even talk. I know we haven't reached that level where we couldn't even talk unless what I know about Whitney Houston, Sheila, what you told me about Trenton is true and accurate, then I don't know nothing. I just yo, whoever Sheila is, why you don't just hit the link? I promise you, this will not be embarrassing to anyone because I don't know who Sheila is. Except that she helped me and I helped her. My tire went low. She paid for it, and I I dropped her off at her home. And so you're gonna hit the link if you're still in here. Sheila, word long gone. Please hit the link. As I remember, you had a nephew. I even remember what I was drinking. No, no DUIs, because it's elementary school, and that elementary school was getting out at a certain time that I was coming down the street. Um, Sheila, or long gone? Am I wrong or am I right? Because it was some brick roads. When it comes to our youth, um, I'm just a certain way. And everybody has the areas that they grew up in or whatever. But nevertheless, you from a certain part of the town of Philly, you knew this person, you knew that person or whatever. I'm gonna say this because it's how I really feel. Some people don't know where they come from. Some people don't know their history and they're trying to learn it now, or you're trying to play like you're learning it now. And really, then, yeah, you niggas should be knocked off and, whatever. In a game, I'm talking about like one of them AI games or a human intelligence game. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm shooting at you on my phone, and maybe somebody's shooting at you in real life. Have a good night.